Hello champions, Atiwe here. Welcome to this video. We had disaster befall us some weeks ago where our neighbor's house caught fire. You know, the entire village. Our homesteads are mainly grass thatched, mud houses that are grass thatched. So on this fateful evening, fire caught the house and it burnt down. Most of you in our videos, when we show you grass thatched houses, you'll be like, how do you do in case of fire, in an event of fire? At this age of mine, I had never seen a house burn down. I've always heard them in the neighboring villages that, oh, someone kilometers away was burning a bush, then the wind lifted a few whatevers and they burnt the house. So it befell us in our village where our neighbor's house, it was finally finished, everything inside got burnt down. All these are ashes. The entire roof got burnt down. Now, this disaster befell us when they were not at home. So that is good, a blessing in disguise, because no one was at home. They were not here to rescue the hut, but the neighbors, once the fire started, the neighbors came, broke the door, got out all the valuables, all the properties that were inside, and it's only the roof that broke down. So we only lost a house, we didn't lose a life. Yeah, but surprisingly, when the owner of the house came back and everything has burnt to ashes, the roof mainly, is like, oh, I had kept my money in the roof, 300,000. That's approximately $100. So I don't know why I'm laughing. I think I'm being wicked, but I just want to tell you that in our village, most people, they are not in good relationship with banks. We keep most of our money in form of tangible things like valuables, like cows, goats, sheep, land, like that, or village circles. But most people don't keep money in the bank because a few people have had bad experiences with the bank, and which has discouraged many of people. And plus, to keep money in the bank, you have to move kilometers to the nearest small town. We don't have any branch in our villages. You talk of mobile money or mobile wallets, the charges are very expensive. So we lost this. And as I was walking around the village, rumor went around that the people say their house, they didn't leave anything in the house. Was burnt down by wizardry, witchcraft. We nickname it as African chemistry because, as in, it is chemistry in its own way. But I beg to differ from that because I've realized we Africans, we never want to take accountability of the things that happen to us. Everything, we are always in a blame game. We always blame it to a higher power or spiritual things, or like life is so spiritual that for us we don't have, it's like life is so spiritual in that for us we don't have anything to contribute to the well-being of us. For example, no one will ever take accountability that, oh, I left something boiling in the house, or I left something that could cause a possible fire, but they'll always say the gods. And once it's the gods who will take initiative, no one will investigate the cause so that it is hindered never to happen again in the future. Things will just be like, the gods are not happy with us to stay here, they go to another place. I feel that's in a way is kind of hindering progress. Yeah, though I don't attack anyone's belief, but there are some beliefs that really set us aback as a people. Yes. And also, so this person says they're not going to renovate this house. Later on, they can't stay here because this is a bad omen. They are going to migrate to a whole new place and build that side because the fires could happen again. I mean, we are still in grass thatched houses, even where they're going. Need to be constructing grass thatched houses. The gods are not happy, indeed. Grass thatched houses, but that is what we live in. It's been a beautiful homestead. Let me take you around. This is where we cook from. Okay, this was the main house of father and mother. This is where they cook from. These are our relatives, by the way. That's why I'm free in the home. This is where we cook from. And every time after mingling our food, we don't wash this pan. We just put it upside down on the fire, and this place is still warm. We just get this pan, put it upside down on the fire. This is like it serves as like a room for the girl children, blah blah blah. This is like a store where food stuff are kept and everything. So it's a mini homestead, this one we are in. And one surprising thing, guys, before I take you to the big brother's house, the children of this house constructed something small. It's a little house for the doves. Children here like rearing. They rear a lot of rabbits, like doves. Most of you be like, oh, child labor. Kids are trained how to have things, assets that can bring them money when they are young. Sometimes they give you an assignment that keep the doves until you get a cow. Yes, it has happened to us before. They give you a hen, that you have to buy a goat from that hen. So the doves will produce. From the many doves you sell them, you get chickens. You sell the chickens, you get the goats, then you get a cow. See how the dynamics work? Surprisingly, they just dismantled the veranda, which is a protective to the hut, to this store hut, to make their own house. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, they are not going to be punished for this because they did some productive work here, but as kids, they will have to repair that veranda, which they dismantled. And in that way, it's a way of training them to be responsible and to know the importance that, oh, this thing is not just a decoration, it's a protective to the heart and everything. Imagine they dismantled all that to make their own house for the dove. Why didn't they go and dig out the soil? And lastly, this is Big Broad's heart. Guys, it's the main house that burnt down. So this other hut was the living room, like where the guests come, and the guest bedroom and something like that. Yep. Boy, you shine like a sunset. Eh. Your voice so sweet like a sound of a trumpet. Oh, you shine like a sunset. Eh. I love sunset, guys. That's why every time I see a sunset, I start singing. Girl, you shine like a sunset. Eh. Your voice so sweet like a sound of a trumpet. Oh, you shine like a sunset. Your voice so sweet like a sound of a trumpet. See why you shine like a sunset. Eh. Your voice so sweet like a sound of a trumpet. Like a sunset, sunset. My champions, thank you so much for watching. If you watched up to this point, I just want to let you know I don't take it for granted. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe and be sure to leave me a comment. Ask any questions that you have about my village and I'll be glad to answer. And these days I'm going to be answering with videos because these days YouTube aids someone to answer your question with the video. So please, I'm looking forward to all your questions. Thank you.